Welcome to my Target haul, and this here is Delilah. Little tip, make sure you bring some Cheerios or something that the kids could snack on while you shop at Target, because Mama knows we're going to be here for a while because we're in Target heaven. Say hi, Delilah.
Hi.
First thing I'm grabbing is this on sale glass water bottle. I've been eyeing this forever, and it's like marked down by $6, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it and you know, drink my water out of it. Looks good. This is one protein bar that I like, and sometimes I'll give to my son to eat for breakfast in the morning because it's grass-fed whey. All the ingredients are pretty good. So if you have a teenager, this is a good one for them to have for breakfast or even for you for a snack on the go. And over here, I got some organic 50-50 blend. I usually get a bigger package at Costco, but I didn't have time to go this week, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this. And then I use this to make salads for our sides during the week. And then my daughter is gluten-free, so here's all the gluten-free options. And this buddy right here is my favorite bread. It tastes just like regular sandwich bread, and she loves it, and it's gluten-free. It's a little bit more pricey, but you know what? It doesn't upset her stomach. Another quick tip is, check this out. These are ground burger patties, right? And they're 1 pound. This over here, same thing, 1 pound, and they're way more expensive. So what you do is you just get the turkey patties and then you thaw them out, and if you're going to use them for like ground turkey, they just basically ground up just the same, and you'll save yourself $1. I know, weird, huh? Now I'm going to grab some ketchup because we ran out. I like this brand. I like that it has low sugar content, low sodium. Keep in mind that you have to watch your sodium intake too, so always read the labels. So this is a pretty good one, and I really like it. Another good snack that my kids like and I also like are these pickle spears. These are really good, clean ingredients. I see these at most Targets, so whenever you're on the go and you're hungry for a little snack, this is really good, and the kids really like them too. And this is a good clean one. Another tip is I always get these Justin's, here we go, these Justin's almond butter packets because I like the portion control. They're good brand, and pretty clean. Don't really use any bad oils or anything like that. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these and I'll put them on top of rice cakes or on top of my toast in the morning. Can even mix it with oatmeal. But this is a great, awesome brand, and it's good for portion control. There's also these ones right here that I really like. So between the two, I think these are awesome brands to pick if you're looking for portion control. If not, you can get yourself a whole big old jar, but I know I will eat that whole jar, so I like to get these kind. And they also just have different combinations and pretty fun. I like to stick to the almond butters, but if anything, if you can tolerate peanut butter, that's awesome too. Now, since my daughter's gluten-free, this is the pasta that I get. I actually give her this for lunch too in her little thermo. So you could pick between the two, but out of all these other brands, I think this one is the best tasting one, and it's the most cleanest. Now let's talk rice. When you see sprouted, that just basically means that they soaked the rice already and removed the hard digesting enzymes that are in rice so that the minerals are more bioavailable for you. So that's the difference between sprouted and regular, and there's also a price difference. $5.99 versus $3.09 for a big ol' hefty bag. So sometimes if we can afford it, I'll get the quinoa sprouted, or I'll get the rice, and then if we can't afford it, I just use regular good old rice. Can't go wrong. But I just wanted to show you that my Target actually carries pretty good clean products with rice and quinoa. Let's talk tuna. I like this company from Wild Planet. It's pretty good, clean, sustainable. They source good quality fish. You can get the cheap products, which is usually not sustainably sourced. So I like to get Wild Planet because you're gonna get good stuff and it just tastes good. And spend a little bit extra more money and make sure the fishies are safe. Here's the hot dogs that I buy. I spend a little bit more money on the hot dogs because these are 100% grass-fed. I know that they're not getting any crappy beef that's in the hot dog. I could only spend 99 cents, but at the same time, it's not going to be the healthiest for my kids, and they're the ones that usually eat it. And then over here we have the Idealis, which I love these. These are good quality, clean ingredients. I use them for different things, sometimes for breakfast, sometimes put in a frittata or just saute with some vegetables, and then here's some meatballs that I often use for my meal preps. So these are also really good clean brand. And over here I'm going to be making some pasta this week. So I like to make my own spaghetti sauce or marinara sauce or whatever you'd like to call it, pizza sauce. And this is what I usually buy. I just buy 1 can of this, and then I'll throw in some fresh herbs and I'll let it boil for a little bit, and I'll probably show you a recipe on how I make my homemade tomato sauce using the canned jars. But this is a pretty good, clean, quality crushed tomatoes. Make sure it says crushed, not whole, because if not, you're gonna have to blend it or something like that. So this basically is what I use to make my homemade tomato sauce. Actually found this buddy, which is really hard for me to find lasagna noodles, but this is the brand that I get for any type of pasta that's going to be gluten-free. Tastes just like regular pasta, so since my daughter's gluten-free, this is the one that we all have to eat, but it tastes pretty good. Nobody can tell the difference. And this here is the bread that I get for my son. It's the sourdough sliced bread, since he's not gluten-free and he doesn't really want gluten-free bread, so he gets this. I usually get sourdough because sourdough's easy to digest on the stomach. It won't get you bloated, and if you're gonna have not any like non-gluten-free bread, then this is pretty good on your belly. So, and it just tastes good. He really loves this. And this here is the meat that I get for the kids, the lunch meat. I actually like the turkey breast, and I'll have that sometimes topped up with my eggs. My son likes the ham, and so does my daughter, so I'll give them that for their lunch meat. And they also like the salami in there for a sandwich, so I'll go ahead and grab one of those. I personally only drink water, so I actually like to have this Le Croix water because it helps me stay away from any soda because it's carbonated. They have so many different flavors. I love it. This is like a lifesaver for me indulging on any type of sodas or anything. So grab yourself some of these to drink and it will keep the soda cravings away. These are the waffles that I get for my daughters. I get the gluten-free. For my son, I'll get the Power Grains. They don't have them all the time, but you know, they do deserve to be kids and have some fun breakfast. And over here is my yogurt that I grab. I like this because it has 15 grams of protein, which I love, and the sugar content is only 10 grams. And it's a pretty clean, I believe it's grass-fed. It's a little bit more than your Chobani or whatever, but I just genuinely really like this. I can digest it very well. My daughter digests it, and she has a really sensitive stomach. So good ingredients, really low on the sugar, so this is my go-to for yogurt. There's also this one that just caught my eye. It's pretty good, although it's higher in sugar because guess what? They take out some fat. So that's one thing you're gonna have to decide. Do you want more sugar, less fat, or do you want less sugar and more fat in your yogurt? But this is, you know, grass-fed, looks pretty good. I think I'm just gonna put it back, but hey, if you see this, grab it because it looks pretty good. So a couple last things that I grabbed was this Good Belly, and what I do is I use this for my daughter, little Delilah over here. I fill up her sippy cup about 1/4 of the way full, and then I put the rest with water, and she loves it. This is a good probiotic drink. The reason why I don't give her a full serving of it is because there's a lot of sugar. So I give her this instead of apple juice or whatever because it has probiotics in it. And then this other one is, there's actually just a bunch of vegetables in here. And I like to mix this to make frittatas, and it's just kind of easy just to put everything together. So this is another good thing to grab if you see this. Alrighty, and that concludes this Target trip. So this is my basket full of groceries. So the girls, I think they're ready to go, and we have to go get their big brother from school. So I hope you learned something. Feel free to comment and let me know if you have any questions on any of this. And thanks for shopping with me. So bye-bye.